Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central and welcome to Denied, a series where we go over the problematic heroes in Overwatch, talk about how each hero fares with them, and then go over our favourite counters and scenarios and how to deal with them. Today we're going over that old blighter, Tracer.
Tracer can be a real pain sometimes, as she hits hard and can be difficult to catch. Being one of the quickest heroes in the game, it might be hard to shut her down, even if you do have the right tools to do it. With a reliable escape, an incredible movement ability, and an insane damage output, Tracer becomes one of the best candidates for destroying a team on her own if played by the right person. But just like any Overwatch hero, Tracer can be dealt with too. So let's have a look at the hero lineup and try to not get too frustrated with her, yeah?
We start with offense heroes, and Genji is on our list first as per usual. The deflex can give you a little bit of time and the initial dash takes Tracer down to 100 HP right at the start of the fight. However, Genji has a harder time hitting Tracer and a recall will just delete any progress made towards killing her. McCree will just flashbang and headshot you. Pretty much it. Tracer can't reach Pharah, but this just makes for a long, boring and tedious fight in which Tracer pretty much always dies. But if Pharah hits the ground, then Tracer has the advantage. Reaper usually deals a lot of damage up close, but Tracer can keep her distance and win those one-on-ones consistently. Soldier 76's battlefield is what it all comes down to when up against Tracer. If it is on cooldown, then Tracer will capitalise, and finally Tracer versus Tracer is just usually very silly. This isn't no Hero Limit esports on Li Zhang, am I right? Hey! Anyway, let's go over defense heroes.
Next up is defense, and Bastion to begin with. Bastion will mow down Tracer, unless she has the pulse bomb, that is. Hanzo can land a good arrow or two and kill Tracer in a few shots, but Tracer has all the tools to prevent the arrows from landing. Junkrat's traps can be a good way to control the flank or passageway, and when up close it's not too hard to just land the mine straight from a throw either. May's alternative fire is surprisingly strong against Tracer, and even if she doesn't land them, Tracer has to keep moving fast to not get frozen. Torbjorn's turret just shreds Tracer, no problem. There's not much else to this matchup really. And even if Tracer does decide to use the pulse bomb on the turret, that's still a pulse bomb for just a normal ability. It's kind of a bad trade. And last is Widowmaker, who if positioned high up is impossible for Tracer to deal with.
On to tanks, and first is D.Va, which is very difficult for Tracer to tear through due to the massive amount of armour. Reinhardt can keep moving his shield around until Tracer is close enough for him to just whack her with the hammer. However, if Reinhardt does move his shield around, then he is exposing his team to the enemy. Roadhog is mostly just an ultimate sponge for Tracer, but the hook landing means a dead Tracer most of the time. Winston has a tad bit of armour and his projected barrier will allow him to stay alive for long enough to zap Tracer to death. Zarya's bubbles can easily be avoided by Tracer, so if Zarya is on high charge, it's an easy kill for the cockney girl.
Last are the supports, now featuring Ana, who can stay alive for quite a while using the biotic grenade. Tracer has to also watch out for the primary fire, as it gives the same sort of result as the Mei icicle when it lands. Lucio can keep himself and his team alive quite well against Tracer, and even contribute with damage using his primary and secondary fire.
Hello.
Symmetra's weapon will easily latch onto and kill Tracer, especially if a couple sentries are set up nearby. And lastly, Zenyatta, who can two-shot Tracer when the Discord Orb is applied, but also doesn't have much to keep himself alive, honestly.
Now to explain these counters we've picked and also remind you that you don't just simply pick these heroes and win. Anyway, let's start with McCree, who is relatively self-explanatory as the flashbang is the perfect tool to deal with flankers. One easily landed shot to the head and it's a dead Tracer. Soldier 76's battlefield to help him stay alive, but you've really got to make those Helix rockets count. Just make sure to wait with firing them until Tracer has actually used her recall and aim at the feet just to make sure. Next up is Mei, who, as you saw, actually can deal with a Tracer quite reliably. Tracer isn't really the type of hero that can stay for long either, so if Mei does use Cryo Freeze, it will most likely force the Tracer to just get out and move on. Torbjorn's turret is also very solid damage, and even if it does go down to a pulse bomb, he can just put up another one. Winston is strong due to the ability to babysit heroes on his team and force Tracer away. The Tesla cannon is also easy to hit Tracer with. And finally is actually Lucio, who can keep himself and his team alive. He's not the type of hero that can solo kill a Tracer, but his regen just gives Tracer such a hard time, most of the time can live through it. Most people would list Roadhog as a hero that can counter Tracer, but a lot of the time he will just end up giving Tracer more ult charge than actual problems.
So all in all, Tracer is a very frustrating character to play against. She zips around and she's very annoying, but the key is to not get frustrated and try to find the tools in your lineup to deal with her. There are a lot of picks that just simply make her day a bit worse, but actually dealing with a really good Tracer also requires a lot of thought and coordination. Hopefully these picks can help you though to finding the right tools to take care of the poster girl of Overwatch. Also real quick, make sure to leave any suggestions for more Denied in the comments below or any other videos you want to see.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know who you would like us to deny in the next video, and also check out the other Denied videos in the playlist which is on screen now. Thanks again for watching, take care, we'll see you next time.